How many of you are from Minnesota? How about North Dakota? North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Wisconsin. There we go. So I'm going to tell stories about northern Minnesota. There were a couple of times when I performed for groups in northern Minnesota, and they're so quiet, and I don't get any response at all. And later I write. The organizer would say, "Well, I hope it was okay, and if there's anything that I should, I really want to learn from this experience, and so let me know." They said, "Oh, it was fabulous." Afterwards, they couldn't stop talking about it, and I go, "Oh my word!" So like Garrison Keeler says, "Well, the husband loved his wife so much he almost told her." So here I am in Raleigh. I just have to tell you, I have to give you this comparison because I don't always get people who actually really sing when I do this. So this is very overwhelming for me. I might have to sit down. Well, having deviated from my program a little bit here, people wonder about the costume I'm wearing. And this one is from Vinje Telemark Norway, and that is the little community that my great-grandparents came from in the 1880s, and they settled in North Dakota. And my Aunt Diana and my mother's who's here too, from Crookston, Minnesota, northern Minnesota. She sings though. She sings. The great-grandparents came to North Dakota and settled there. And then I found this fiddle in the attic. We'll tell that story next. But the relatives back in Norway got a letter from my grandma asking if they knew where I could get a bunad when I started performing on Hardanger fiddle. And lo and behold, a package came in the mail to my grandma, and in it was a note from the relative she had written. Her name was Ingeborg Olsnes Moen, and she said that she would be honored if Karen would play Hardanger fiddle in her bunad. She gave me her costume. Her very own, yes. Not so many people, I felt very grateful, and I have worn it ever since. And so that's been about 20 years. Luckily, bunads are made so that they grow up with the girl. I won't tell you bunad secrets for that, but I have worn it even when I was quite pregnant, so it's a good design. It's an old design. They go back to the Middle Ages, these designs on some of the bunads. And they're a different design and different colors and fancy work on them depending on the community. So if you knew where people were from, you would know where people were from by the costume that they were wearing. All right, and this fiddle, people ask, this is a Hauptbuhen fiddle made by a maker who is still alive and well.